Hey, this is Matthew and welcome back to Nerd News Today, and it's time for an epic action figure unboxing, one that is quite super, if you will. Terrible pun, but hey, you guys know exactly what we're doing today. We are looking at, from Mezco Toyz, their 112 collective Superman action figure. But we're not just talking any old Superman here, we're talking the Christopher Reeve Superman. That's right, that's the movie that I think most of us here who are watching this video today grew up with and know best as Superman. So yeah, when Mezco announced this, it was pretty epic. I jumped on that pre-order. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, I don't remember much of what comes with this figure. In fact, to be completely honest, I didn't remember it even came in a tin. So yeah, today's going to be a lot of really genuine reactions because I don't remember anything. My memory's not that super. So let's just jump right into things here. Let's talk about packaging. And yeah, I didn't remember it came in a tin. So this is like an epic giant surprise to me, and I really like this tin. I think more toys should come in tins. I think it's relatively collector friendly. We'll find out in a minute once we actually pop the lid off this guy here. But man, it's such a cool thing. I love that it's in a tin, especially on a shelf. It's going to look really interesting if you leave it in there. But I don't think anyone's going to actually leave it in that tin, because that's basically like leaving a pile of gold-pressed latinum inside a garbage can. So yeah, not really a great idea. One thing that is really cool about this tin, though, is that there's actually a Superman logo on the front right here. You guys can see a better shot of that. But yeah, again, did not remember that, and I really love this. It's so cool. So, and another really cool thing about this tin, too, is the artwork on the front of it, which is very reminiscent of the original movie poster for the film. So the tin's really cool, but we're not here to talk about a tin. Let's go ahead and open this guy up, and we're going to switch camera angles, I believe, in a minute. But of course, we're not here to spend all day looking at a tin, although I think I easily could do that. But we're going to go ahead now and cut to a different camera angle so you guys get a better up-close and personal look at what's inside here, and of course, a look at the figure from all angles. And here is our tin. Let's go ahead and get this thing open. I feel like this is the opening of Power Rangers when Rita Repulsa bursts free from the garbage can. Ah, finally! After 10,000 years, I'm free! It's time to conquer Earth! All right, well, you know the rest of it. So, all right, let's see what we have here. So up top, this is how it's packaged. We got some batteries on the top, and there's the 112 bag, which is great for putting your accessories in. Let's see if we can get this guy out in one shot. Well, that answers that question. The answer is a resounding yes. And wow, all right, so take a look at what's in there. So that's how he's packaged, and it's like some bizarre-looking chamber. And let's see, there's something else in the bottom of this tin here. It looks like we've got some instructions. Those might be kind of useful to have. So it looks like this is for how you construct the Superman base. That's good to know. And, welcome to the 112 Collective, designed by collectors for collectors. Ah, cool. So this is product care guidelines. That's actually kind of handy. Kind of some good information there. Neat. So, all right, I have no idea how to open this because this is like one of my first 112 collective figures like this. So this is like a mystery for me. Like I said, this is all brand new to me. These are genuine reactions. All right, so we've got little latches here on each side. We pop those out. I assume we probably need to pop them out on both sides. So it's got its own sealing mechanism. How neat is that? Now I guess we can open this guy. Let's see. Oh, there's also a bit of tape on top here. We'll just slice that open. I think there's a piece of tape down at the bottom. And look at that. All right. And wow, there's so many pieces to this figure. So over here we got some batteries, which I didn't realize we were going to have with this figure. Like I said, I completely forgot what this figure comes with, what it needs. So we got some AAA batteries. We've got his base over here, which I assume that's what that's for. This is the bottom piece of the base. If you don't want to use this, this is the figure, and here is, again, part of the base in that plastic bag. So let's just scoot some of the stuff out of the way, and I guess let's unravel this Superman figure first. So I think first things I want to do is get this base out, just because it's, I don't really like how it looks, it's all bagged up, so let's do that. Ooh, wow, that is pretty, too. Excuse me, Superman, I'm just going to move you to the side for a second. That is pretty. So yeah, we do get two bases here. We get that one, and this is for the figure with the action stand. We'll take all these bits out of it as well. So yeah, this piece over here, by the way, is removable. That's how you stick the action base into it, I believe. That's how it's done. This has got a little bit of a texture on it. So it's like a matte finish that's on this over here. Kind of reminds me of like buying a CD. You guys remember CDs? Remember those? Remember compact discs? Kind of reminds me of that feel and kind of that look to it. So that's this base, but this is the real fancy schmancy one over here. Look at this. So this will be where if you had a screwdriver, you'd pop it open. But because I didn't think about that today, we don't have any. So well, that's going to be a lame part of the video. So folks, I unfortunately do not have a screwdriver this size with me here. I didn't realize I was going to need it. So we're not going to be able to look at all the light effects just right this minute. But let's go ahead and keep going. Let's talk about the figure now. And apologies for my green screen, because there's going to be a bunch of things that you probably can't see as easily here. That's the kryptonite pieces over here. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this guy out, and then let's get a closer look at him. All right, so here's our Superman loose now. So I haven't looked at a 112 figure in a long time, but again, I couldn't resist the lure of this one. So a lot of this is going to be brand new to me because I don't remember really how a lot of the articulation works, but I forgot how good it really is. I mean, I'm just kind of playing with it right now a little bit, and you guys can just see how well this is moving right now. Looks like it's all moving pretty nicely, and it's all working really well inside the clothing here. Look at that. Wow, these are so posable. Oh, man. I have been missing out not buying these toys as long as I have been because this is such great articulation. I'm in love with this. Wow. So, all right, let's talk about likeness first. That's usually how we do things here. Otherwise, I'm never going to get through this video. So how does this look? Does it look like Christopher Reeves? The answer is, oh my God, it looks like Christopher Reeves. Seriously, get a good look at that face. That is young 1978 Superman right there. That is perfect. They nailed it. What a good-looking sculpt here. Let's check out the other heads as well. Here is a smiling head. Oh, wow, that's definitely Christopher Reeve's head. Look at that profile, too. Like, that profile is dead on. That is really great looking. And he's got another head over here as well. Oh, that's pretty nice, too. I think I actually like this one in my hand a little bit better. But, man, that is excellent looking. These heads are superb. Knockouts all around. I mean, they really got the profile, that's for sure. And even head on, too. You know, Christopher Reeves, I think he has one of those heads that can be a little tough because of how his nose is shaped and because of how his head is shaped from the front angle. But, yeah, when you see it from the side, there's no denying that's Christopher Reeves. That's beautiful work. Great job, Mezco. So let's see what else we got with this figure, and that's a lot because we have, looks like 6 different hands in addition to the closed fist we already see here. These 2 hands here, which are his up, and away hands, you can see these are for him kind of just to go flying around. We'll swap those out a little bit. We've got a pair of these grabby kind of hands over here, and another, yeah, so we got a pair of each of these basically, one for each side of his hands. We also have this here. This is the chain with the piece of kryptonite rock that I think Lex Luthor wears his neck. It's been a while since I actually saw the movie. But yeah, there's the kryptonite chain, which is really nice looking. And in addition to that, we have these 2 pieces, which my green screen is going to absolutely hate. I'll put that over here. So we've got an actual chunk of kryptonite, really nice translucent plastic there, and then a little sliver of it over here as well. We also have these 2 little chunks of transparent crystal, which goes with the base, I believe. We'll talk about that again a little bit later on. Right now, I'm just kind of playing around with this thing because this is going to be a fairly unstructured review since it has been so long since looking at one of these toys here, and I'm really, really just enamored by all of this. I'm just going to go ahead and bring in our other base as well here so you can see that. There's a lot going on with this toy, man. I don't know where to start. Well, I think I should talk about one other thing we didn't discuss yet, and that's his cape, because you can't have Superman without his cape. And I think this is one of the things I do remember about this cape. So I think it's supposed to have some kind of bendy material in there. Yeah, it does. It's got a little wire running through it on the sides. Yeah, just on the sides so that you can actually do some kind of flying effects and have him do different things here. So that's cool. I kind of wish there was a wire running through the bottom as well. But that's really still a great little detail to have there. And I wish more figures had the fabric capes with the wires going through them. And of course, that is the iconic Superman S that's on that cape too. That looks so good. So why don't we go ahead, let's try swapping some bits out here. Let's go ahead and pop out a head. Let's put Smiley Superman on. Wow, that was like, that's done? Okay, wow. That was really quick and painless. Let's go ahead, I don't know, let's put, let's try this hand out over here. There we go. My hand's a little slippery on this material because I'm not used to doing it with these hands. Let's go ahead and try this one. Man, these come out so easily, so nicely. You know, you really get what you pay for with a Mezco figure. How about that? That looks really cool. So that's how it looks with a different pair of hands on, different head. Looking really nice so far, man. Wow. I want to swap out with the... Actually, I want to see if we can actually hold any of these things here in his hand. I don't know if this is the hand that's meant for it. No, this one is not. I think that would be this hand over here. Let's try this one out. So yeah, let's see. This is how he should be able to hold his crystal. And yeah, more or less works. I wonder if I can actually get it between his fingers. Yeah, he kind of can. Look at that. Wow, talk about some great detail on that. He's actually holding it up. Looks like he's examining it. That's really awesome looking. Wow. So we have 2 bases here to try out as well. I don't know which one we should try first. I guess we'll go ahead and grab this guy here because that's the easiest one. And let's see. So you guys can see what the bottom of the feet look like too. There's a little peg hole. And there we go. So that's that base. That's easy peasy. So that's how he looks on that base. But let's spice it up a little bit here. This is that action arm that all these items come with. And let's see. Yeah, so I think we need to actually pop out this bit somehow, which I believe it should pop out in this direction. If I remember from my Star Trek review, this gave me a little bit of a problem, so I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera and make my life easier. All right, that's how that looks when you pop it out. We'll stick the action arm in here like that. That goes in really easily. There we go. I think I'm going to need to swap out some hands again. Let's swap out Smiley Soup's with a more serious Superman head. And I think once again, I'm going to change the hands out while we're doing this, because it's time for Superman to go up, up, and away. Breakdancing Superman. Popping and locking. Nice. So let's go ahead and attach him onto it like this. It's going to be a little awkward looking as I have to move the camera up, but there we go. Oh, there he is. He's definitely flying. That looks good. The cape kind of hides a lot of that too, a lot of the action arm. Look at how nice that looks. Wow, Superman is totally flying right now. That is so great. I love these up, up, and away hands too. Oh man, this was a good choice getting this figure. This was definitely a good choice. So hey, Superman, I want to go ahead and land onto our other base and take a look at how that works. So again, we don't have batteries for it, but we'll have to make do. So I swapped out a hand as well, because according to this instruction here, you're supposed to place a Kryptonian crystal into the center area of the base, which would be one of these guys, I would assume. And that's because there's a little magnet, I guess, in the bottom here that will actually activate and make it play once you put it in there. So yeah, if we had our batteries going here, that would light up, and I'm sure be very majestic and awesome looking, but, well, somebody here didn't bring a screwdriver small enough. Update, we now have batteries. Let's go ahead and try this thing out. So it doesn't actually do anything, it just looks cool. But hey, that still works for me. And by the way, since we didn't mention, I just want to show you guys again, this is what I was talking about. This is a little plastic baggie. I'm going to leave it rolled up because I don't really need it at the moment. I'm going to put everything back in the package. But this is a nice plastic baggie, which actually has a little spot right here that you can label. And you can put all of your accessories in to make sure they don't get lost. That is such a great thing that Mezco does. Something I wish more toy companies did also. So yeah, I know it's just a simple little plastic bag, but it's the branded plastic bag, and it comes with the toy. So that just makes it really handy, really nice, very convenient. So that is our look at the Mezco 112 Superman figure, Christopher Reeve Superman, that is. And I'm really impressed. Like, man, I forgot how good these figures were. I think the last one I did was the Sulu figure from Star Trek, and that was a while ago that we looked at that. And that was an older figure. Like, that was one of their very first ones, in fact. So it has been a long time since we've looked at any of these guys, and man, they are still impressive, if not more impressive than they were back when I first saw them. And this in particular is a real amazing piece. We've got 3 beautiful, gorgeous head sculpts of Christopher Reeves that look identical to him. It's amazing how they managed to capture that. We've got a really great base, wonderful light-up feature, interactive as well. I mean, that's just wonderful thinking, really innovative work there. 4 different pairs of hands for a total of 8 hands, doing different things, and they all fit with the character. We've got chunks of kryptonite, which is really cool. We've got the action base, we have the normal base, plus we have the tin, of course, which, you know, I'll be using for all sorts of things. But yeah, at the end of the day, this is a really great figure. I'm super happy I got it. Pun intended, and I didn't even know I was going to do that pun before I said it. But yeah, what a great looking figure. You really get what you pay for with the Mezco 112 figures. I don't really have too much bad to say about this figure. Really, the only thing I want to nitpick about is when I was swapping out the hands, the material that's on the figure, it is very kind of slick. So getting the joints in takes a little bit of work. If anything, just roll the sleeves up a little bit. That's really my only concern. I would be afraid to break like a peg that's in his arm or something. That would be a horrible thing to happen. And that's something that would be kind of cool they added, was maybe additional pegs just in case that happens. But really, other than the slippery material, I don't have any other complaints about it. I mean, the articulation is great. We didn't spend a ton of time talking about it, but I think it's pretty apparent here. I mean, I'll do it a little bit more moving around right now. But you guys could see as we were doing it, I mean, he was moving very well. The only thing you have to worry about is probably just turning him left and right just because of the fabric. But I mean, other than that, I mean, he's doing a full split right now in this fabric, and that's pretty great looking. That nice Superman high sidekick. He's got his Taekwondo black belt. Look at that. I mean, there's pretty great flexibility, all things considered, when you keep in mind how much this figure is covered up. We've got double jointed knees, we have double jointed elbows, great flexibility in the head joint. There's a lot of mobility, a lot of articulation. Again, this action base, I just love this. I want to just keep leaving him up here and just have him hang out up there, but that looks kind of weird on camera like that. But yeah, so much great stuff here, a lot of high articulation. Mezco made a lot of great choices here. I mean, if anything, maybe they could have included some other special effects heads, perhaps, like maybe laser eyes, which I think they did with an earlier version of this figure as well. That was not based on the movie, that was based on like their comic adaptation of it. I mean, there's definitely a few other things they could have added here and there, but I think they spent a lot of time getting this base right here, and that base is really cool, because that just adds so much more to the story of the piece. And it's going to look a lot more exciting than just having him even, you know, hanging up on this guy here, which, again, I love this action arm here. I love what it gives you for posing. But at the end of the day, I'm most likely going to have him on this display base, because that's just way too cool not to. This is a definite 5-star figure, definite buy if you missed out on it. I don't know if it's still available anywhere besides eBay, and if that case, oh, good luck. You might be able to find a few cheaper ones out there, but yeah, this is going to be one of those really hot figures. Really hard to get ones too, I imagine. And that's really because as a collectible, it's amazing. As an action figure, it's amazing. You're basically getting a Hot Toys quality figure shrunk down to 6 inches, and that's a really great deal, especially at that price point too. So yeah, I recommend you guys pick this up if you don't already have it. It's totally great, totally worth it. And don't be surprised if you start seeing a few more 112 figures on this website soon, because yeah, we're going to go a little bit all in on these guys. I'm really impressed by this. They're doing some great work. I think it's time we spend a little bit more time highlighting them, so this might be my new obsession. We'll see how it goes, folks. So that's our look at the Superman 1978 edition from Mezco Toyz as part of their 112 collective. And don't forget to let me know what you guys think about this toy in the comments below. Do you like the head sculpts? Do you like the outfit? Does this look too much like a doll for you to even dare to collect it? What do you like? What do you don't like? Sound off in the comments below. So until next time, I'm Matthew. This has been Nerd News Today. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all of the cool reviews and unboxings that we're doing on this channel, as well as everything else that happens here. And if you like this Superman figure, give it a thumbs up too. So again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys here next time with some more action figure reviews and unboxings, and everything else we do on Nerd News Today.